Hey, good evening. It's Saturday, November 13th. Thanks so much for being here. As you can tell, it's a little bit cooler outside, so I've got more cold weather gear on. Keep my ears from falling off. They won't really, but it's getting cool enough to get concerned about it. But still cool to be outside, no pun intended. We're going to continue looking at Psalm 146. I looked at it this morning. It's a passage I turn to often for comfort and encouragement because it's such a beautiful reminder of the way that God really works in this world. And I don't know about you, but I need that a lot. Because I look around at things, they don't seem really equitable sometimes. This passage in Psalm 146 helps make that clear. This morning, we talked about don't put your confidence in powerful people because they die and they go into the ground and their ideas go with them. Their hopes, their dreams. But then the psalmist turns to great encouragement and gives us hope and the praise. Because he says we can be joyful if we serve God because he's the one who makes heaven and earth, the sea and everything in them. He keeps everything, every promise he ever made, he keeps. Wow, no one can do that, but our God can. He gives justice to the oppressed. And this is the section I want to focus on. He gives justice to the oppressed and food to the hungry. The Lord frees the prisoners. The Lord opens the eyes of the blind. The Lord lifts up those who are weighed down. The Lord loves the godly. You see, the idea here is, as Paul says, if it's only for this life that we have hope, then we're of all people to be pitied. God is promising to work with us, powerfully work with us, but he works on his timetable. See, these words I just read, they fit for us right here. If you're talking, I'm talking to folks in America, but they also fit for people who are listening in Australia and South Africa. They're also fit for people who won't hear this at all, but are living in horrid conditions in terms of their being persecuted for their faith. These promises are for them too. The Holy Spirit brings the same word to them. God makes all things right. And right now, you may be feeling and up against things that are just horribly wrong and unfair and unjust. God doesn't miss us. He's aware. He will be with you. The Lord lifts up those who are weighed down. He loves the godly. The Lord protects the foreigners among us. That's, the people who come into the faith and struggling. He cares for the orphans and the widows. He frustrates the plans of the wicked. They will be ultimately frustrated. Sometimes immediately, sometimes longer, but they will be frustrated. You can bank on that. You have God's promise for it, the Holy Spirit giving us that. The powerful people, quote unquote powerful people, they're here and they're gone. But notice how the psalm ends. The Lord will reign forever. He will be your God, O Jerusalem, throughout the generations. You see the hope that's here, the promise that's here. We have hope when there's so much chaos that's going on. When we can't seem to figure out this vaccine stuff and the COVID stuff. When the government thing seems just way out of whack. No matter which side you're on, you're not happy with it. People fail us. God will not abandon us. Our hope needs to be in him. That's what brings peace and security when things are hard. The promise of God, the one who makes heaven and earth, he will protect us and care for us. This is not just some pie in the sky idea. This is the reality of God caring for you and me right now. in the middle of the difficulties and the hardships that we face in life, we have this hope that God is for us and He will protect us. Trust His word. It's practical. He has not abandoned us, but He cares for us. Whether it's been tragedy that's hit you, when we lose a loved one, God is there with us. And He's not defeated. And that's the hope for this night. Thanks so much for being here. And read Psalm 146. It's a beautiful psalm. Check us out, everydaytalk247.com. And if you haven't subscribed, just go over to the subscribe button, turn on post notifications, and videos will come right to you. And prepare for your heart for everyday worship, knowing that your God is for you. And that's the thought for this night. Such a joy and blessing and honor for me to be with you. And Lord willing, we'll see you Monday morning. Have a great day. Bye-bye.